Going live. Oh, here we are. Okay. Happy to be here in YouTube. I'm really appreciate for this platform that give us the opportunity to share our expertise, um, our knowledge, and to bring to everyone. My name is Lilia Ackerman. I'm a self-relationship coach because working with people and my personal experience, I'm sorry, my personal experience, I realized that changing yourself, working with yourself, your whole world is different. So I'm here to to help you to do that, to guide you to get to the best life of your life. We cover different topics um, from body, mind, and spirit, because the spiritual part of these three areas, it looks separate, but they are interconnected. So it's very important to understand that, because one area will affect the rest and vice versa. So that's why I work in the three areas. Today, people have been asking me to talk about this important topic, and we're gonna do in three parts. Um, when did I start losing myself in a relationship? So let's start. This issue affects more women than men, but let's be honest. It is not about percentages, but men and women experience this, both. So I'm dedicating this topic for the parties of the relationship. You can apply all this material with your family, your children. There's a lot of riches in this topic. So please, I hope um, you like it. Just to, I, I'm going to say something upfront. As a speakers, as an experts, part of the material that we present is based on our personal relationship with ourselves. Is based on the experiences that we had. So don't take it, whatever I said, as the last word. Okay. First, because we are talking about general, we're not talking about to a specific situation. So everybody can face the same thing, but we act different accordingly with our personal experiences. So don't take it as that again. This is not black and white. It's very general. So if whatever you don't agree, don't take it, and whatever if even if it's one thing that is gonna enlighten your relationship, well, my job is done. Thank you very much. All right. So we just don't wake up one day and decide to lose ourselves. Most of the time, it happens over time, little by little, emotionally, and often with good intentions. And sometimes, from the very beginning, I'm going to talk about this in our second part, even before we enter in the relationship. I'm going to give you one example today, okay? But because life is on our side, is always speaks through our emotions, through situations, through patterns and evidence that steer our life, trying to call our attention. So we can make changes or life adjustments. Sometimes we have to make drastic changes, and sometimes it's just little tweaks that we have to do. The problem is that we tend to ignore it, because at the moment that we acknowledge them, We have two choices: stay the way it is or do something. Unfortunately, most people choose to do nothing until it's too late to save their relationship. So I hope you are not one of them. So, what are the signs that shows in your relationship that you start losing yourself or you are already lost? You already disappear. Lower your standards. Give more than you receive. Stay quiet to keep the peace. Make him or her the center of your life. This is my world. When you start saying, he or she is my life, my family is everything, I will be lost with my children. And little by little, you disappear. So, how did we get here? Let's open the curtains to the hidden reasons we disappear in relationships. Number one, misunderstandings. We become one. And yes, we become one and exclusive, meaning making decisions together. We are building something. So if there's in a relationship one person making all the decisions, where is the other part? Is it silent? Is he, is she silent, quiet? Why that person is not participating in the decisions? The second one is being exclusive in intimacy, no outside experiences. Yes, we become one in an intimate relationship. The next one is considering how your personal choices affect your partner and your family. For example, um, you cannot just say, I'm done cooking, or make a major decision like going back to school, which is good, but you're not considering how it impacts your partner, especially if they are the financial carrier. They you don't work and they are the one you're going to put them in a lot of stress, and then using uh, the guilt game. So all these little things put fire and fumes the relationship in a wrong direction. So these kind of decisions affect the entire family. Um, the next one is your hobbies or routine are built around your relationships. Always keep in mind that there's two people in the house, because even when you have roommates and you're going out and they say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go this place. I will be back by this time. And your roommate, one day you decide not to say anything and not to come and in your normal hour that you are at your house, she or he will call you. Hey, where are you? You didn't say anything. They will worry. And these are not your partner. Now, in becoming one, it is important to communicate, because again, it is two people. It's commitment. That is part of becoming one. But here is what we becoming one is not. You can take this as red flags. The first one is dropping friendship or family to feel connected. This can be like if you decide to do it because you want to put all the attention. But this, when I'm saying this, is going to the extreme. That's why I said dropping friendships or family because you believe it's going to be uh, connect better or in a powerful way to that person is when it's unhealthy because nothing will matters but this. Um, the next one is oh, I'm sorry. This if you take the decision or your partner is s- is kind of guiding you to do that. Either way is a red flag because eventually you will be isolated and many things could happen and end very badly. But I mean, this is part of the other another topic that we already talked about that. Um, but this is we can use this as a red flag. Feeling guilty doing things without them, dropping all your hobbies or routine. When you're single, you have a routine, you have hobbies. That doesn't mean when you become one, you're gonna just delete everything, because those are if you go for a walk, or you like painting, or you like singing, or you were taking classes, or you have a lot of hobbies. It is not dropping everything. It's no. It's just making adjustments to that from so many hobbies. Well, I would like to keep this and this and that, or rotate them because you are not alone anymore. The next one is feeling anxiety when there is emotional distance. The core truth on this is you didn't become one. You become over attached by completely disappearing because you are replacing your individuality. So, in other words, your life eventually it won't have no meaning without that particular person. I used to participate. I don't do that very often, but occasionally I go to women's retreat, especially from the church. Whoop. Sorry, I went live this morning. It's getting me now. Sorry. And then you hear, women complain about their routine and the children, and I don't have time for myself, and this and that's that. And then we go to the retreat, and I see people they couldn't wait because they don't allow cellular phones. So you go to the pay phone or to the phone, they allow you to make a certain phone calls, and the pay phones they don't have those anymore. Oh, I jeez. But anyway, you start calling they start calling their husband and crying, and I said, wait a minute. This is your time to recover yourself. This is your time, and these retreats were done in beautiful places. So many things to do and admire. Why to waste your time crying over the phone, telling your husband or your children or giving directions? It's like that is when it's over attached. So who you are without it. So um, this is over attachment. Number two, love becomes a place to earn worth. When you say, if I'm patient enough, he will choose me fully. Trying to prove that you are different from his past relationships. Try to prove that you are the one. He didn't make a mistake. Becoming the understanding person instead of the honest one. What if I've been honest and he or she wanna accept it? What if I rob them in the wrong way? So you're afraid to be honest and then just smile and agree. Even inside you don't. So tolerating behavior to avoid being too much. Tolerate behavior when they start acting up. Oh, you give excuses and why they act in the way they are doing. Core truth. You stop being honest and stay quiet to keep the peace. You avoid relationship conversations. That was a good one, right? Number three, when fear of abandonment overrides truth. You see red flags, but minimize them. You silence your feelings. You accept crumbs of love because losing them feels worse. You take and take and take and stay longer than your peace allows. Hmm, that was a strong one. Core truth. You stay not because it feels right. You stay because leaving feels terrifying. I hear this a lot with with my former clients. There's a lot of people call me like, I'm sick and tired of this relationship, but they stay there. They complain and complain and complain, but they stay there. They are in emotion in abusive relationships, but they stay there. Number four, emotional caretaking becomes your identity. You message their moods because you start seeing yourself as the reason why they act the way they act. You explain their behavior to others. You carry the emotional weight on the relationship. You feel needed and call that love. Core truth. When did you switch from nurturing the relationship, which is love, to caretaking, which is survival? Okay. Um, One of my former clients, um, she got pregnant over and over and over and over and over and over because every time she had a child, she felt needed. So, next one, chemistry overrides discernment. Intensity feels like compatibility. Inconsistency creates obsession. Emotional highs feels stronger than stability. Your nervous system confuses unpredictability with passion. Core truth. Some people aren't addicted to a person. They are attached to the emotional roller coaster. Um, let me find it, okay? Give me 1 second. Infatuation. I just talk about that infatuation. Um, it's a perfect example of roller coaster. Before when we enter in a relationship, we enter with our own personality, our own baggages, and this is one of them, the roller coaster, because the instability of relationships and the adrenaline running. You are having a discussion with your partner, and you start like saying words that offend and minimize and create chaos. And the feeling, remember the feeling that because we feel at that moment, you feel like the heat or stomach contraction on the stomach. People, or you see yourself like closing the fingers, or start moving more your hand, um, moving more gestures, and something is telling you you need to stop, but you keep adding fuel to that. There's no more conversation. Now it's turned into a fight, into a big argument, and it's very bad. You end saying things that you never should. Not when you're angry. Don't confuse with what we just said. Keep it quiet. No, when you're angry. And then that's you apologize, and then you do it again. See, emotional highs feel stronger than stability. So if you have a roller coaster relationship, all these are signs that telling you that you are disappearing, or you are already disappeared in your relationship. Suppose and ask yourself, when did I stop checking how I feel and start focusing only on how they feel? One thing to remember, you don't lose yourself all at once. You lose yourself in small, teeny moments when you stay quiet, when you ignore your intuition, when you choose connection over truth. I have seen this not only in others, but in my own life. I will tell you my story next time. So trust me when I know that that what if I know what it feels to disappear in relationships. Um, I have a situation, a young teenager. Remember in the beginning, I said um, you enter into that relationship already like a ghost, and you are gonna do everything to keep that person. This young kid is gonna be 18 years old, only 18. In the first 2 months of that relationship, and it was beautiful to see uh, that moment, but also you can see how that relationship is going to end and how unhealthy it is. Um, so in the first 2 months, she was everything to him. She broke up with him, and she was ball crying. And he said, she is my life. So if you feel that someone or somebody is your life, where are you? Who are you? Do you remember what you like? Do you remember when you do things for your own? Because if you forgot who you are, um, it is time to bring you back. And don't worry about it if you are in a relationship and you're ready to disappear. I have great news for you. Everything can change. God can restore your life. Everything is reversible. Okay? Everything is reversible. If you can remember, at what moment do you think you started losing yourself? The question that I throw in here is good to to see when you start shifting to bring you back. Okay. Um, my name is Lily Ackerman, and if you would like to work with me, I'm gifting 4 30-minute session, completely free. It won't be no sales pitch, nothing. I promise you. I promise you. But if anything in this topic is serving you, please share, please like. It's the only way can our content can continue. Um, and if you know that it will help to somebody by you liking it or sharing, YouTube allows to continue rolling this content. I thank you very much and for listening, and see you next Monday. I will try to be here at 10. Today is at 12 at 11:33, but I will try to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning with different topics. If you are interesting in, if you have questions about relationship, please send me. You can send me a private message. I'm sorry, or just drop the question, and I will answer as this question. It was answered about why I'm losing myself into a relationship about 2 months ago. But it's very long topic. It has a lot of uh, areas that we need to address. So that's why it's going to be 3 parts on this. So sometimes, don't worry, I will take my time because I try to bring a quality content, not just blah 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 blah. But I really take it seriously because your life, I take seriously your life. I take seriously your relationships. And I want you to experience the best of your life just the way I'm doing into my life. So thank you very much. I will be here every Monday. And today, have the best Monday, the best week of your life. Ciao.